Hello everyone, welcome to Savepoint. This is Nick Rubio.
Ryan Shepard.
Hunter Taylor.
Woo! We do comments and stuff.
About
suggestions,
video games.
and everything to do with such.
Alright, so let's jump into this bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you read off our first topic there?
Oh, making me do all the work today. Alright. Tanya or is it Tanya?
Tanya? I think
Tanya Rodarte?
Rodarte?
Rodarte? I don't know. Okay, Tanya Rodarte.
On YouTube.
We probably butchered your name, we're sorry. Any thoughts on upcoming survival horror games? They seem to have gone back to that classical horror survival style, and as opposed to a zombie survival game, which obviously referencing to
kind of took over the market.
Yeah, referencing Resident Evil there, especially Outlast and the Evil Within. So you recently got a look at Outlast and Evil Within. What do you think? What do you think?
Well, the Evil Within looks terrifying. Like I watched the trailer, and anything with tentacly things coming out was pretty freaky.
And
probably put that up on the screen.
Can't forget Safehead.
Yeah, I don't. Safe head. That's the new Pyramid Head. It's Safe Head.
But he has the Cthulhu in there, so
maybe across all the games, like you're gonna get like it's like a shape collection. You got your pyramid, you got your cube, and now there's gonna be like Sphere Head.
What about the fourth dimension head? Like
Fourth Dimension Head.
I don't know. We'll figure that one out.
That's the future one.
You have like oblong head man, and it's just like a weird miscued shape. But no, it actually looks very scary.
It's fucked up.
It's
fucked up.
It's I think by contrast, it's very different to what Outlast is bringing to the table. Where like Evil Within, you kind of have the ability to fight back in a
See, that probably makes Outlast more scary for me. Is I hate games where you can't fight back. That freaks me out more.
I feel like the Evil Within kind of brings back that Silent Hill style that was Silent Hill 2, where it was just like you had a gun, but like you couldn't use it for everything. If you used it for everything, you're just gonna die, right? You're gonna fuck yourself later.
But what I'm curious about is looking at Outlast and the whole you running around with a camera style thing. Is this just a ripoff of Fatal Frame?
I don't think so. I mean, it definitely pays homage to the game, but I think it brings a lot of different stuff to the table with the whole fact that the story wise, just the fact that this is kind of tying into like World War II and like fucked up experiments the Nazis were doing.
Right.
So like
they talk about MK Ultra, right?
Yeah, and how this guy, he's just a journalist who's just trying to look around and kind of just get the inside scoop, and it ends up biting him in the ass a little bit.
Really bad.
Yeah, he apparently the demo at I think it was E3. I think it was E3 was apparently so scary, people ran out of there screaming and crying. Like,
is that just like a PR thing?
I don't know though, because the way that they did the demo is they threw you in a booth, a completely dark booth. With just the screen and big ass Turtle Beach headphones.
Didn't they put it? Didn't they put it on the Oculus or no?
I don't know.
That was
there was because there was reaction videos where they had like nighttime, so there were people playing, and there was this one guy who from IGN, I forget what his name was. He was an editor for IGN, and said he's like the demo was great, never playing the game ever again.
He's like, that's great for somebody else. I'm gonna go not shit my heart out.
Fucking terrifying with Oculus Rift.
Can you imagine? I want to see that. I'm excited for it.
Now with the Hydra, like.
Could you imagine you're like shaking this like flashlight around?
You'd rip it off the thing. No, you wouldn't. You'd run. You would run. If
you break it, he's running the cord out.
The Leibowitz guy said that people would try to lift themselves up by boxes in his game. So I can only imagine.
Like, do you think it might be too much? You think it might be too much? I want to see some horror games on the Oculus Rift. But I'm pretty excited for these new survival horror games. They look like they're kind of going back to the roots, like she said there, but also bringing some new stuff to the table. What do you think?
I saw Outlast at E3 and I saw it at the Sony conference, but I thought it looked really interesting, and it was just something that because I haven't played Fatal Frame, so I wouldn't know, but it just looked very different, and honestly, I'm probably not gonna play it. I'm not really into scary games, but I'll probably play it just like we should do a video. We should do a video all three of us playing it, like just like one person at a
Well,
time.
I hurt myself in here trying to play Cry of Fear.
Yes, you did. You like.
I flailed.
Yeah.
I flailed. I just like threw my leg out.
Nearly flipped the table.
Close. But yeah, I think we definitely see some exciting stuff going on with that.
It's on sale on Steam for $15 right now.
Okay. Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's 19 on when it comes out. But
So maybe Steam should pay us for that spot there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Elizabeth M. Hartwig at Liz Hartwig on the Twitter says, any thoughts on Dishonored and follow-up DLC as well as Gone Home? I haven't played Dishonored. That's you.
Well, the Dishonored DLC, which is I can never pronounce it right. It's Brigamore Witches, I believe so. Which is basically, it's not like a direct continuation of like the actual game. Like you're not playing Corvo. It's a continuation of the first DLC that came out, which was called A Knife in Dunwall. And that was basically you're playing Dewald, or yeah, I think I'm saying that right, or something like that. God, I can't pronounce his name correctly. But he's the person who assassinated the queen or the empress.
I mean, I saw the trailer for it and everything, and it looks interesting. It looks like it's like kind of this like game add-on, more content for the game.
Yeah, like
so looks good.
I mean, I want to get to it. I'm currently playing through my second run through of the actual Dishonored gameplay. I want to beat it on high chaos because the first time I played really sneaky like and in a good person. Now I'm just gonna kill everything I see. So yeah, more on that later.
So Gone Home. It looks really interesting to me, and it's getting really great reviews of critics and everything. But I just, is it a video game? Is it a video game, or is it just an interactive story? That's kind of where my thing is.
But isn't a video game just an interactive story?
No, because think about it. A game has elements like you're solving a puzzle, you're shooting guns, you're platforming, you're doing things in the game. It looks purely.
But you're still solving a mystery.
But you're just examining things. Like that's the difference, man.
That was the main thing about LA Noire. You just walked around, mostly investigated. Yeah, there was like some shooting, but it was barely any. But like it was mostly just you trying to uncover.
It's kind of like Myst.
murders.
Like
yeah.
Yeah, but like you consider Myst a video game?
There is a distinction between something that is just an interactive story and a video game. I think there's definitely like a blurred line between the two, but there's like I don't know. I can't help but think like maybe there's something fundamentally like kind of different there. Like what?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I just think there's different types of games. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's just like. Not like a gamey to you, you know what I mean? And I can understand that, because it's just really just you looking through and uncovering the story. But
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd play it because I love story. Like, I'm huge on story video games.
Apparently it's amazing.
And yeah, I mean, the reviews across the board is great. I think it seems, a lot of people are saying it's a little too pricey for the amount of content, and I can't but agree that $20 on the Steam store right now, and it looks like we looked up average gameplay is like 2 hours to beat it, and I don't know if it's worth that much money, because I mean, think about this, like, if I wouldn't pay $20 to go see a movie, you know? I mean, I'm not trying to bash it. It looks great, and I want to sit down and I want to play it, and I'm sure I'm going to love it, because it looks so immersive. They did a really great job with the voice acting and everything. But if it was on sale, I'd buy it, definitely.
I think they will, though. I feel like Steam's pretty good on that.
I think the main thing I really liked about it was the attention to detail. Like, you saw like a Blade Runner tape. I saw X-Files.
Airplanes.
It's tailored to the time period.
Airplane the movie.
It's tailored to the time period, but not in like a painfully obvious way. You know what I mean? It's not like the character pulls up a newspaper and it's like, it's 1995!
Like, you have to like dig for
right, it's like, okay, Nirvana CD over here, and you're like, okay, this is some 90s stuff. They got like flannel hanging out of the closet. You know, like, yeah.
But they did a really good job with the detail of the house and everything. Honestly.
Wow. A VHS collection of the Sister series.
A how-to cyberpunk poster.
I'd like one of those now. Are you kidding me? That'd be awesome. But you know, it looks really interesting, and I think it actually is probably helpful in the vein of like having video games respected as a narrative form.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that there are still a lot of people who don't take video games seriously in that way at all. Like, there was a big controversy over Roger Ebert before he passed away, where he said some bad things about video games, like where he basically said that like it wasn't like it's not a valid like platform of storytelling.
But I don't feel like, you know, like being born in the time period he was, he couldn't really be like a very credible source on that because I feel like he didn't try it out.
Right. But that's he should have though.
Yeah.
I think. Anyway,
but I don't know. Maybe he did play games. We don't know.
Maybe he's like, there's nothing good about this. I don't know.
May never know.
Okay. Let's go on to the next one here. You want to read this one, Hunter?
All right.
That's all you, man.
All right. The suggestion is from Marino Orguloso. Sorry.
Orgulloso. He even put the pronunciation there for us.
Orgulloso. So he said, "Who, in you guys' opinion, is the hottest female Final Fantasy character ever?" And pronouncing my okay.
Yeah, and that's more telling us how to pronounce his username.
Sorry.
You're alright. My answer, hands down, is Lulu from Final Fantasy X because, like, oh god, I don't even know, man. Just like she's perfect.
Yeah, but I mean, you're into the whole gothy thing.
Yeah, that does it for me.
Yeah, it does. I'm gonna have to go with Tifa Lockhart in Advent Children.
Mm-hmm.
That's
also a good choice.
Did you watch Advent
Children? Yeah, dude. Okay, no, you don't remember this? We watched Advent Children together on his PSP when it came out.
God, we did. Wow.
Yeah.
God,
we sat and we watched this thing on your PSP. God. I think that's impressive. So you said you liked what's her name from Final Fantasy 13?
Pink-haired lady.
Oh God.
I don't know.
How have you never played? You've never played a Final Fantasy game?
I've never played a Final Fantasy game. I'll admit it on Savepoint. I did it. What? What you gonna do?
You're just gonna get like a comment. If you don't play a Final Fantasy game, I will never watch anything you do.
I'll burn your
In fact, you know what? You have to do a Let's Play video of a Final Fantasy game now.
Let's do it.
Final Fantasy 7. I mean, his computer can run that.
Yeah. Hunter will play Final Fantasy. That was a pretty easy question. So maybe we should talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah, it's somewhere around here. Fucking demon spawn.
Nick, I'm just gonna let you open with this because you've been waiting to unleash your rage.
I've been brooding about this for several days now. It was released on Monday, I think it was, wasn't it?
Everyone thought it was a joke. Everyone thought it was a joke.
My first exposure to this thing was a picture on Tumblr where it was attached to a axe handle, photoshopped obviously, saying the new special edition DS. And it had Animal Crossing on it. I thought, man, that's a funny gag. Somebody photoshopped a One Piece 3DS. And then I scrolled down a little bit more, and there's a picture confirming it. Why, Nintendo? I understand that apparently parental controls are confusing for some people, and they don't know how to turn the 3D off to not ruin their precious little children's eyeballs, because apparently that ruins eyeballs. Whatever.
Isn't it just like a little slider?
Yeah, it's a slider that you could turn off, but you can also set the parental controls to not make the slider not even work. But the reason that they made it a single piece was apparently because children were snapping the things.
Okay, my problem with that is that I was like 12 years old when the Game Boy Advance SP came out, and that flipped open, and I never broke it. I was never like.
You shouldn't have. Your parents shouldn't be giving you technology if you can't take care or respect it.
And obviously it is aimed at a younger audience, but the thing is I don't think that they needed to make it a single piece. I don't think that makes it more child accessible. I don't know that. Okay, maybe
it looks uncomfortable to hold.
It doesn't look comfortable to hold, but it is cheaper, so I get for a lower price point, and maybe for younger kids, maybe it is a better option. I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but I still think it's pretty dumb. I don't like the design of it personally.
The price point doesn't even it's $129.99.
Games going at the top.
Where's the back buttons?
It's right there. You don't see the little hump right there?
All the way at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to. No, you hold it towards the top, so
No, it looks uncomfortable as fuck.
The thing is, it's okay, so the bottom is your touch screen, so it's you're holding it up here, and you're just and I just feel like it's unwieldy.
And you know what? You might not snap the screen in half, but what happens if you drop that thing? you're gonna shatter the screen.
Right on the face, right? Yeah, no
you
screen
can't put
protection.
You can't put that in your pocket.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like, what are you gonna do with this?
I think like maybe they're just looking at like, you know, you can't put it in your pocket, so they're gonna make a killing on cases because now everyone has to have a case because you can't put it in your pocket.
I just hope nobody buys this thing just to show Nintendo, like hit them where it hurts their pocket. What they should have done is put their money, invested their money into improving the current technology that they have.
The Wii U.
Nintendo doesn't really seem to be trying to like.
I know
they're not going for like a advanced technology standpoint. They're just saying like I think there's like
But not
okay
even
the
advanced.
content on the machines that they have.
Just improve.
You know, I guess the lower price point is good about it. Maybe it will work better for little kids.
$130.
It's I think it's $40 cheaper than the 3DS.
Yeah, so the regular 3DS,
Than the base 3DS model.
is $160, and then it's only $30 cheaper.
Oh, okay.
And the 3D XL is $199.
Okay, some pros to it are though. It is only in 2D. It takes the 3D games and puts it in 2D, but it can still take the 3D pictures and the 3D video. So that way, if you're exchanging them between other 3DS, owners, they can still get that feature. Which I mean, is not that big of a deal. I don't know people who really go around taking the 3D pictures.
I think I did it like once or twice as a gag, and then I never did that again.
I don't know. I think what they're trying to do is like, I guess I see this with a lot of different companies now where they're not trying to like, it's not supposed to be like a successor, you know what I mean? You can't think of it in a time when like this came out and this came out, which is better. I think they're trying to put out a line, you know what I mean? Like, oh, this 3DS is for these people, and for these 3DS are for these people. It's like a Prius for everyone, you know what I mean?
It's feel like they're just kind of like just playing it safe.
I feel like they're just hurting their own sales.
Yeah.
I
don't know. You know what? No, actually, I think it's gonna do really well. That's the sad part. It comes out the same day, I believe, as Pokemon X and Y. So every mother who's like, wait, I don't want my kid having, a 3D anyway, because that hurts their eyeballs. So I'm going to buy them that, and I'm going to buy them Pokemon. And I think they're going to do tremendously well. Much to the ire of anyone who's not 6.
And it's cheaper, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That it's cheaper. They'll probably bundle it with Pokemon if they're smart. No, they probably.
They only announced that they were doing the 2 colors, so. Okay, so I think this is a good place to stop.
Don't forget to send us your suggestions. You can tweet at us on Twitter, obviously, at _inspired, #Savepoint. Leave a comment on the video. Send us a message on Tumblr. Comment on our Facebook page. Do all the things. Talk to us. We love you.
We really do. We really appreciate all this. Hey, is that a coffee machine over there?
Was that a coffee machine going on?
Oh, God.
Just kill me now.